High School Stories Episode 3. I know I said I was going to make more of these videos with the high school stories. People are, well, a couple people have, man, it's lightning out. I'm in Albuquerque right now. I just seen a big lightning strike go. Anyway, I was urged to make this video. High School Stories Episode 3. Basically, I make, just talked about things that happened in high school. So I dated this one-eyed chick before. I'm not gonna say her name. This is the time that I dated this 16-year-old when I was 19. I know. I dated this one-eyed chick. Turns out she caught glaucoma at the age of 3, and as a result, she had lost one of her eyes, so she had a glass eyeball in her head. So anyway, I worked at this restaurant. I'm not gonna say which restaurant. And I worked there for, I don't know, between the age 15 and 21. You know, throughout high school. Until I went to truck driving school. So anyway, there's this girl. The skating rink I went to. I went to the skating rink. Started going there when I was 14. Stopped going there when I was like 18. I calmed it down and started going somewhere else. So anyway, there was this one girl there. She was a popular regular just like me. I was 17 at the time. This girl was like 15. No, 14, something like that. I don't know. Just somebody I knew at the skating rink. I knew a lot of people there. Well, anyway, about a year later, this girl applied for a job at my restaurant with her friend. So, yeah. They got the job. And, about 8 or 9 months later, her friend, not the girl that I knew from the skating rink, but her friend was the one with the one eye. At this time, she was 16, and I was 19. So anyway, a couple days before the date, we decided we're going to go on a date. So, it was a Friday. This is after I dropped out of high school. And this Friday afternoon I went down to the the adult I can't remember. Not the one high school, but there's this adult services for high school for like dropouts. You can go get your GED, and I was taking these 2-week classes on GED. So this Friday I went down to the adult education center or whatever to take my GED test. I was pretty confident I passed. I got a letter in the mail saying I passed with like a 91%. You need like I don't know what the hell it was, like 82 to pass or something like that. And I got like a 91. That was a couple weeks later. But this day I went down there, took my GED test. And this girl, she's almost 17. And I'm like just turned 19. So we're only like 2.5 years apart. Not too bad. So anyway, I didn't have to work that day. But she says to me in a text message, keep in mind this is 2002, so text messaging was just coming out. Social media practically didn't exist back. This is back in the America Online days. MySpace wasn't even around yet. 2002, so it was the year. Text messaging was just coming out. So she sends me a text message and says, yeah, but my stepdad wants to meet you. I'm like, okay. Her father wasn't part of her life, but her stepdad pretty much raised her since she was like a baby. But anyway, so I go over to the house and stepdad meets me. And he's like, have a seat. I'm like, all right. And we worked together in the restaurant, you know. And you know, he was real civil. He says to me, you know, there is a big age difference between, well, not real big, but I'm saying there is a little bit of age difference between you and my daughter. You know, you do realize my daughter's, you know, 16. I'm like, yep. And how old are you? I'm like, well, I just turned 19. Okay. And you do realize there's a little bit of an age gap there. I'm like, yeah. What'd you do today? I'm like, I went down and I took my GED test. Oh, did you pass? I'm like, I'm confident I passed. Well, it turns out she had a friend that had a boyfriend who was like 3-4 years older than her anyway. So everything went swell. We went on a date. We went to it was July 4th weekend, so we went to the fireworks show, movies, seen some Adam Sandler movie, I don't know. And went to dinner. Just your typical teenage date, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. A month later, we went on a camping trip with her friend. You know, nothing, just a typical teenage couple, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. But things got a little weird. At the time, I was, you know, doing my roller skating, and I was trying to get in a roller skating derby league at the time. And there was this one girl. She was part of this league or whatever. And there was nothing going on there. She had a boyfriend. And she knew I had a girlfriend. But there was nothing going on. She was just a friend of mine, roller skating buddy of mine. And the one day after our roller skating meet, she says, well, can you give me a ride home? I don't have a ride. I'm like, well, your boyfriend's not here to pick you up. I'm like, no, the battery in his car died. I'm like, whatever. So I just thought, okay, I'll give you a ride home. No big deal. Well, by accident, she left her lip gloss in my car. And I didn't even know she did until a couple days later. I totally didn't think about it, you know. Well, I mean, the next day I seen it and it was like, oh shit, she left the lip gloss in my car. I didn't think no big deal about it, you know. And this is not my girlfriend. This is the one female friend of mine. And I just didn't think about it. I just didn't, you know, think about it. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. So my girlfriend, and her friend, we went somewhere, I think to the mall or something, a couple of nights later. My girlfriend's in the passenger seat. And she looks down and she sees this other female's lip gloss, and she's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, oh yeah, that was my friend. Your friend who? I'm like, well, my roller skating friend, you know. We had a roller skating meet, and then afterwards, you know, I gave her a ride home because her boyfriend's car died. Her boyfriend's car battery went out, and she must have left the lip gloss in there. And she kept questioning me, and my girlfriend was questioning me about, oh, you're cheating on me, and I'm like, I'm telling you the truth, okay? So this went on for like a couple of weeks. She was talk about breaking up with me. She thought I was cheating on her, and I wasn't. So after a couple of weeks, we calmed down and we understood. Okay, we just decided that we're gonna stay together, but we just decided to. We didn't break up, but we just decided to just take a little break, like take a weekend off and just do our own thing. I'm like, but we were still together. So anyway. I think this was a Sunday night. Maybe it was a Saturday night. This was a Saturday night. She was out with her friends this Saturday night. Me and my dad, we went to Windsor. Windsor's right across the river from Detroit. They got a big casino there. So me and my dad, I don't know, we went. I don't know why we decided to, but me and my dad decided we're gonna go to Windsor Casino this night. So we went over to the Windsor Casino, and in Canada, you can gamble at the age of 19. That's, whatever. So on the way from the casino, we crossed back into the United States. On the way home, girlfriend was out at a party. She got drunk as hell. She was so intoxicated, she called me on the phone. Accidentally thought I was another guy, and going on a story about how she fucked 3 guys at this party, and she wanted to fuck a 4th, and she didn't realize that she dialed the number. She was so drunk that she didn't realize she dialed the number of her boyfriend, not the other guy that she wanted to fuck. I'm like, oh really? And she, at the end of the conversation, she's like, well, I just can't tell my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, okay. And I hung up the phone. She was so intoxicated, she didn't realize she called her boyfriend. The next day, I remember that conversation. She was hungover. The next day was Sunday. She was hungover, called me on the phone. I'm like, what'd you do last night? And she's like, well, I went to this party. I'm like, well, what happened at this party last night? Well, I got drunk. I'm like, well, what else happened? Well, I don't know, nothing. I'm like, who'd you call last night? What do you mean? I'm like, you make some phone calls last night? Oh, yeah, I was at the party and I just hung over. And she says to me, I don't remember what happened last night. Oh, no? You don't remember what happened last night? You were so intoxicated, you called up the wrong phone number of your boyfriend, of the other guy that you wanted to get with behind your boyfriend's back, but you're so fucking intoxicated that you accidentally called your boyfriend instead. Sort of like the movie Den of Thieves, where Gerald Butler accidentally sent the text message that he intended to send to the stripper, but he sent it to his wife by accident because he was drunk. That's what she did. She was so drunk she meant to call the other guy, but she called me instead. And she was the one accusing me of cheating. This is the one-eyed slut. So I think it was a couple days later I found out from her friend what really happened. There was like a house party and she was there. And in front of everybody, she whipped out this guy's dick and started sucking it in front of everybody. Multiple witnesses, and it was like the talk of the town. Well, the guy's dick that she sucked, he had a girlfriend. Here's the catcher. His girlfriend also worked at the same restaurant that I worked at. Man, that's crazy. And his girlfriend found out about what happened. She's like, yeah, my boyfriend cheated on me with your girlfriend. I'm like, yep. So she dumped her boyfriend and I dumped my girlfriend, and we decided to go out together. And she was of legal age, don't worry. I was 19, she was like 18. And we decided we're gonna, get back at our boyfriend. She decided that we're gonna. We decided that she was gonna get back at her boyfriend, and I was gonna get back at my girlfriend. And that's what we decided. So we went on this date. I went over to her house and we got it on. We did. We got it on. And we made sure that people found out about it. So I had sex with the girl. Whose boyfriend had got his dick sucked by my girlfriend. I got cheated on. She got cheated on. My girlfriend sucked her boyfriend's dick. So she broke up with the boyfriend, I broke up with the girlfriend, and we decided. Yeah, it's crazy. I did a lot of stupid shit when I was a teenager. I'm telling you, man, just teenager shit, man. My God. I did a lot of crazy stuff when I was a teenager. There was one time that me and my boy, we had a bunch of fireworks on July 4th weekend, and we went in the Taco Bell parking lot, and we blew up a bunch of fireworks, and the one cop comes to the parking lot and he's like, I'm going to give you guys a warning. Just take your stuff and leave. I'm like, okay, we'll pack it up. I understand it's July 4th weekend, but, you can't do this. So when the cop left, we decided to turn around and go back to the same Taco Bell parking lot and do it again. This time, somebody called the cops. The newspaper guy came out, and one of my dumbass buddies took a firecracker, put it in a newspaper box, and newspapers they got caught on fire, and the one other buddy of mine, he took a Roman candlestick and started shooting the Roman candles at the Taco Bell drive-through sign, damaged the sign. We littered the parking lot. 4 cop cars were called, including 2 female cops. They stormed the parking lot. The one guy got arrested. But me and 3 other buddies did not get arrested. No, me and 2 guys did not get arrested, but the one guy got arrested for vandalism. But I was let free, and me and the 2 other buddies were let free. But I had a female cop give me a breathalyzer, and the other friend of mine who was underage at the time, he was 17. I think I was 18 at the time. Well, he got an MIP for minor in possession because he was intoxicated with the beer. It was just crazy shit. The one time I got pissed off at a neighbor, and I took my mom's car and I put a tire track in this fucking guy's yard. And, I did some crazy shit when I was younger. I'm telling you, man. But I didn't vandalize property. I didn't steal anything. I mean, well, maybe a little bit of vandal, but it was like minor vandalism. It wasn't anything, I mean, I never hurt anybody. I never beat anybody up, just in self-defense a couple of times, but I never beat anybody up. I got in a lot of trouble, but I was never, I never hurt anybody, or I never went around killing animals or anything like that. I mean, that's something, no, I didn't do shit like that. But I did some wicked shit when I was younger. Not really wicked, just typical teenage stupid shit, Anyway, that's it.